Hello students, today we discuss super mesh analysis. This is the part of third module, circuit element and analysis. So first we see what is super mesh. For that we take one simple example. Super mesh, the definition is a super mesh instituted with a pair of mesh which have a common current element, or you may say that if there is a presence of a current source in between two adjacent mesh, then these two or the combination of these two adjacent mesh is called as super mesh. If this type of question you get, how you solve for getting circuit parameter? The same way like your mesh analysis method, here also we proceed to find circuit element, but instead of taking this two mesh as an individual, we take it as a single mesh known as super mesh. So here in this circuit, first we check how many mesh are there. 1, 2, 3. 3 number of mesh are there in this circuit. Then we assign loop current either in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. I take I1 for loop 1, I2 for loop 2 and I3 as I3 for loop 3. As there is a presence of current source in between these two mesh, it is considered as single mesh. This one is considered as single mesh. So how you write KVL equation for this super mesh? See, KVL equation, you write KVL equation for super mesh. I start from this point, from this voltage source. Okay, here I1 current flows from negative polarity to positive polarity. Hence, the polarity of this voltage source is V. Then, this super mesh consists of R1 and R3 resistor where voltage drop takes place. So, voltage drop across R1 is R1 into I1, as through R1 I1 current flow. Then come to R3. Voltage drop across R3 is its resistance into current flowing through R3. So current flowing through R3, as it is the common element, it is the mutual resistance in between loop 2 and 3. Both loop current I2 and I3 flows, and as these two loop current I2 and I3, they opposite to each other, the resulting current flowing through R3 is the subtraction of I2 and I3. Hence, I multiply the resulting current, which one is flowing through R3 is I2 minus I3 is equal to 0. If you rearrange this equation, you get Take it as equation number 1. Then next you solve for mesh 3. Already we solved for mesh 1 and 2, which one is called as super mesh. This is the combination of mesh 1 and 2. Already we solved KVL equation for super mesh. Now you solve for mesh 3. You write KVL equation for mesh 3. What is the KVL equation? Here mesh 3, it consists of R3 and R4, means two voltage drops are there. Their sum is equal to 0. Through R3, which current flow? R3 and I2, both flows. Then through R4, only I3 current flows. Their sum is equal to 0. If you simplify this equation, you get take it as equation number 2. Then current I, this one is the resultant current of I1 and I2 both. I1 and I2, as they are opposite in direction, see I1 is downward, I2 is upward, they oppose to each other. Here we do not know which one is greater, I1 or I2. So I just assume I is equal to I1 minus I2. This is from, this assumption is from the circuit diagram. Take it as equation number 3. By solving equation 1, 2 and 3, you get each branch current in this circuit. After solving equation 1, 2 and 3, if you get I1 current, I2 and I3, anyone if you get negative, on that you write a conclusion. The assumed direction is opposite to the actual direction. We take one example. This is an example. Here question is to find current flowing through 5 ohm resistor. If you see this circuit, there is a 2 ampere current source in between these two adjacent mesh. Hence it is very clear that these two meshes are called as super mesh. Here question is to find current through ohm resistor. We find the solution. Here you write the comment. This is a loop 1. I naming the mesh first. This is the mesh 1. This one is 2, 3. Here you write a comment that as there is a presence of 2 ampere current source in between mesh 2 and mesh 3, it is known as, it is means the combination of mesh 2 and mesh 3 known as super mesh. I naming the loop current. This is I1. Here in this loop the current flowing is I2. In this loop current flowing is I3. Then 2 and this 3, this is super mesh. Step 1. You write first the KVL equation of loop 1, KVL equation for loop 1. First you find. I start from this voltage source. Then my motion is from voltage source to 10 ohm resistor, then 5 ohm. Then I complete this closed path. 50 volt source. Here as current flowing from negative to positive polarity, its polarity is plus 50. Then come to 10 ohm resistor. What is the potential difference? As it is a voltage drop, I take minus polarity, 10 into current flowing through 10 ohm resistor. As 10 ohm is the mutual resistance between loop 1 and loop 2, hence both current flow I1 minus I2. Then come to 5 ohm resistor, this path. The potential difference is 5, polarity is minus because it is a voltage drop, minus 5 I1 minus I3. Why I1 minus I3? Because 5 ohm is the mutual resistance between loop 1 and loop 3. This algebraic sum is equal to 0. If you simplify this equation, you get take it as equation number 1. Then next step, step 2. You write KVL equation for this super mesh. For this super mesh, you write KVL equation. What is the KVL? This super mesh, it consists of how many parameter? This resistor, this one and this one, 4 resistor, only voltage drop, algebraic sum of voltage drop is equal to 0 across 10 ohm, across 2 ohm, across 1 ohm and across 5 ohm. So across 10 ohm voltage drop is, as it is a voltage drop, I take the negative polarity, current flowing is I2 minus I1, through 2 ohm only I2 current flow, through 1 ohm only I3 current flow, through 5 ohm I3 and I1 both flows, that is equal to 0 as it does not consist of any voltage source. And if you simplify this equation, you get sorry 15 minus 15 I1 plus 12 I2 plus 6 I3 is equal to 0. Okay. Then take it as equation number 2. Now from this circuit, this 2 ampere resistor is the resultant current of I2 and I3 both. I2 and I3, these two are opposed to each other. They are opposite direction. This is in this direction, this one forward direction. Hence, now I2 minus I3 equal to, why I take I2 minus I3? As this direction is same as the direction of I2. Hence, I assume I2 is greater. I2 minus I3 equal to 2 ampere. This one is equation number 3. If you solve these three equation 1, 2 and 3, you get I1 is 19.99. I2 current is 17.33 ampere and I3 current is 15.33 ampere. Our question is to find current flowing through 5 ohm resistor. Current flowing through 5 ohm resistor. In 5 ohm resistor, I1 and I3 both flows. So, what is the current flowing through 5 ohm? There is addition or subtraction of these two current. If these two current direction are same, then resulting current is the addition of both these two current. If these two current direction are opposite, then the resulting current through 5 ohm is the subtraction of I1 and I3. So, in this question, we see that I1 and I3 they are opposite to each other. So, finally, current flowing through 5 ohm resistor is I1 minus I3. I1 minus I3. Current flowing through 5 ohm resistor is I1 minus I3. 19.99 minus 15.33, you get it is 4.66 ampere. In this way, if in a question, any question circuit, if you see a common current source in an adjacent mesh, you solve in this way. Thank you.